Hello, everyone. Starting in a second, we're still getting some stuff sorted out. You're one of these people, right? Okay, here you go. Copy this. There you go. There are some names.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yep. Okay. So it's okay for now. I'm gonna turn this music off. Close that. Right here. Music. No, I need something a little more. God, why is it so hard to find something decent? I see something. There we go. Okay. So, finishing off where we left, or picking up where we left off last time. You guys have just slayed a young green worm and have made yourself back to Atari. Pretty sure most of you guys, after you got back, did some visited some doctors, made some new acquaintances. But news has spread of your accomplishments and the handling of this threat under the city. People have gone to look at the cave itself and have found the remains of the dragon itself, and was brought to the city center. Couple days or a couple weeks have passed since our last time playing, and within that time, news has reached far and wide of what happened here. Just delete that real quick. This one and this one, and with the news traveling as far as it has, you have been summoned to the capital, which goes by the name of Absolum. You've been summoned to the court in that capital to see the king in charge, or I guess the ruler. It'll be about 3 days journey by carriage. If there's anything you would like to do in Atari before traveling that way, this would be the prime opportunity to do that. Visit some faces, see some people, talk to some faces before you head out. At the moment, it is all on you. It's all up to you. You will be leaving by dusk or dawn tomorrow. It is now dawn at the moment. So what would you like to do?
Can I buy more potions?
How many do you have on you at the moment? Sorry, you have 2. How much gold you got? 19. You can go and look around, see if you can find someone selling any.
I wanna buy more bolts for my crossbow.
Okay. Looking for bolts, you would know that they would be over at Blades of Gale. Anything else?
I did everything I needed to do last time.
What was that?
So I did everything I needed to do last time.
Do you have your new friend now?
Hmm.
I don't know, do
Oh,
I?
Do
Time to
you?
rest.
I want to sell some stuff too. I have some stuff in my backpack that's gonna be too much soon.
Hmm. Okay. So you said you wanted to you wanted to know if you had your friend. Are you still doing that?
I don't know how much time has passed.
It's been about a week or so.
Then I should technically have him after a week.
With everything that's switched over, can you still make them?
That is my class feat. I only changed my skill feats.
Oh,
Yeah.
I misinterpreted something. No. No. Wait. Yeah. A chemical familiar. Yeah, that one. Yep. Okay. Yeah. I would say you have a little tiny, maybe as big as a cat. Not a drake, but a little. What do you call those?
They're called house drakes.
Yeah, you have a little tiny cat-sized drake. Okay. So yeah, you have your thing. Let's start off with the bolts. Coffee, as you head to Blades for Glades.
Why can't I?
Because it's paused. Your icon's not on there to move around. It's just to show your character. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
there.
visual thing. Going to Blades for Glades. You remember you as you're traveling there. You do remember that you did attempt to rob from his house, but I don't. Let's see if he remembers you. Roll me performance, or sorry, my brain's on D&D mode. Yeah, no, performance. Yeah, okay, we're good. Okay. Going up there, he looks at you and kind of cocks his head. He's like, You look a little familiar. Have you been here before?
Yeah, we came to your shop like a while ago to buy some stuff.
Oh,
remember
right.
me.
What can I help you with?
I want to buy some bolts for my crossbow.
So crossbow bolts. I got a good stash of them right there. And he points to this like crate on the ground with like a bunch. There's like you can grab like a handful of them. There's so many.
Thanks.
How many do you plan on buying?
Is there anything better than a crossbow?
Anything better than a crossbow?
Like
Like what do you mean?
a better crossbow?
A
Is there
better
such thing as like a
crossbow?
tier?
Typically you'd get a +1. But there's different kinds. Yeah, you can get a see there's these are different kinds of crossbows you can get. Or there's a hand crossbow, which is a way smaller crossbow. There's a repeating crossbow, kind of fires like a machine gun. It shoots 5 bolts. And there's just a standard crossbow, which is 2-handed. The only thing is though, if you use a there's also a heavy crossbow too, which is like
With the mini one,
huge.
is that like double-handed as well?
The hand crossbow?
Yeah.
No, it's one hand.
One hand?
Mm-hmm.
Do you sell a heavy crossbow? I mean, not heavy. Is it the hand?
The hand
crossbow.
Hand crossbows? We've got a wall of all sorts of arsenal, like ranged weaponry on the left wall over there. And he points over. As you look over at it, you see there's bows, there's of different types of qualities: wooden, elven, iron. Elven is in the sense of like this aesthetic is more like Art Deco and less standard wood. There's also like crossbows. There's a standard wooden crossbow. There's a little tiny hand one on a shelf. There's a heavy crossbow on the wall. It's almost as big as you. You see what looks like a little like wrist one as well. That's kind of like placed next to the hand one. It just looks like a little wrist cuff. And then next to that, you see the repeating crossbow too, and in front of that, there's like a bunch of different like what looks like cartridges.
Cartridges.
Because the repeating crossbow takes cartridges.
Cartridges of bolts. Or.
Of bolts.
So would my bolts be kind of useless, or?
I think the cartridges themselves could probably be filled with your bolts, because I think it's just like you kind of slide it in and it fires them all at once.
How much is the cartridge in the repeating crossbow?
Repeating crossbow magazine, it would be 9 silver pieces per crossbow cartridge, and then the crossbow itself, the repeating crossbow, would be 15 gold pieces.
15 gold pieces?
Yes, it is a
I'll
more. You take it? Oh, okay, 15 gold pieces. He takes the gold from you. You now have a repeating crossbow. Do you want to sell anything? You can also trade in stuff if you want.
Can I give you like one dagger? And
One dagger?
this crossbow that I have here.
Okay, 1 second. Let me just add these to your inventory. And how many magazines did you want?
Just the one if I'm gonna refill it myself. Oh, actually, I'll take 2. Yeah, I'll take 2.
Take 2? Okay.
Yeah.
You should have all of that in your inventory now.
Thank you.
Okay. And you said you're selling your crossbow?
Yep. And one dagger.
So that would bring the 15 plus the silver. I'm not going to bother with the silver. I'll say give you the cartridges alongside the repeating crossbow, because the cartridge is only like a silver. So taking the crossbow and one of the daggers. Yeah, with one of the daggers themselves would have covered the ammunition. The crossbow that you give him takes the price down to 12 gold instead.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you.
No,
Can I equip
not a
it
problem.
out of battle?
Yeah, you can unequip and re-equip things freely when you're non-combat. Okay. So that's pretty sorted out. Moving over to Setso. So you're heading to go get potions from the market?
Yes.
Okay. Heading to the market, it's not as busy as it was when you first went there, and you were haggling with that one person. It seems like it's still slow. Looking around, you see there's a couple stalls open. Most of them are closed at the moment because the whole city is, for the most part, kind of dead at the moment. It's a little early in the morning. You see the shopkeeper of someone who looks like they're selling potions, leaning back into their chair and kind of kicking their feet up, whittling away at something. She looks kind of preoccupied with that at the moment.
Setsu kind of peeks over at her and kind of waves her hand in front to catch her attention.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. What can I help you with?
Hi, do you have any healing potions I can buy off you?
healing potions. Let me see. Let me see. She looks around her table and looks underneath. I have maybe 3 I could sell you for. 1 second. I could sell you 3 for 8 gold pieces per bottle.
Is it silver pieces?
Gold.
Oh, gold?
Yes, gold pieces.
Alright, I'll buy 2 off you.
2 off? Yeah, okay. She pulls up 2 bottles. They are not red. They are green, and puts them in front of you. And puts her hand out for the gold.
It sets her, slaps it in her hand.
She takes that.
Thanks.
Thank you. Good business. Puts it in her point purse and sits back down in her chair and leans back. Before you head out, though, when you put your hand onto her hand, I want you to roll me a roll me an Arcana. Okay, you don't. She seems normal to you.
Okay.
Okay. Anyone else doing anything?
Maddie?
No, I'm just following. Kata's following Muriel,
Okay.
trying to play with the little dragon thing.
As you guys roam around the city, kind of window shopping and looking around Atari before heading out the next day, you kind of take in that you can't believe that this has all started here. This is where you all met. All started with just taking on some rats. No, you fought a dragon. This is not where your adventure thought. This is not where you thought your adventure would be going. The city starts leveling up as the day goes on. You guys are pretty much free to do whatever you want. Just let me know. I would say at this point, would you all want to have meeting up at the bar?
Yeah, that's kind of what Mario's probably just gonna like be
Mm-hmm.
at for the next like entire week. She's just constantly in her room working.
Okay. Okay. You're all pretty much at the bar. You're at the Crow's Cask like usual, enjoying your drinks, your last drinks in Tari. Megaloy serving the drinks. Kind of like, wow, we need a table over there. Dishing drinks out. She's busy filling and refilling everything as she's working the table, or she's working the counter. Barmaids are hustle and bustling, serving everyone. It's pretty much just busy as usual. Let me get this going. Down. Yachts. I'm trying to find just background noise for like
Generic music.
just not even generic music, more just like people talking, like kind of like yeah, it's probably fine.
Like Townsend or whatever.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so Nothing crazy's going on. You see a bar fight starting up in the middle of the afternoon as everyone's kind of getting a little more rambunctious in the town.
Sure. For the smaller one of the bar fight.
Nice. They seem to be having a disagreement about the poker game at hand. One's calling the other a cheater and such. Time moves on as you guys are sitting there drinking, having just enjoying each other's company. If you have anything you guys want to talk about while you wait, you still got some time.
So it's been like a week since the dragon.
Yeah, about.
So everybody healed up actually?
Yeah, everyone should be full health.
That was more to the group.
Oh.
Yeah.
See
Feeling,
some of the furs back.
feeling fresh.
Thank God.
Well, did you learn that patience is kind of a good thing then, instead of just running to some random back alley asshole?
No,
Mhm. Probably not.
not at all. I'll do it again.
Yeah, eventually you're gonna come back with less than one tail.
I don't think I'll let them get away with that.
Well, they shaved half you, so can you really say that you won't let them get away with having a tail off?
I'll find a way.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys are having this conversation, you can see Itsetsu's digging her nails into the wood out of frustration about that happening.
Still funny.
Just slowly putting on like a fake smile, toothy smile, biting back the anger.
Terrifying.
Hmm.
When the
So
barmaid
sipping
comes
my
up,
drink.
one of the barmaids comes up to you. So, what can I get you guys? Anything else? Yeah, you need any food? Any more drinks? What y'all all looking for?
I'll have some more water.
Water coming right up. Anyone else? Anything else?
I'd go for some food.
How about a face to punch?
Well, if you want to face the punch, there's two people fighting over there. They'd probably be your best bet with that. Would you say you wanted what? Pointing over at you, coffee. Food? We've got plenty of food. What you looking for in particular? We got meats. We got fruits. We got vegetables.
You can have some meat.
Sure. It's about 15 minutes. And she walks away. She comes back and here's your drink and hands you some water. And then she walks back to the counter or to the counter to tell your order for the meat.
Alcohol here kinda sucks. But that fucking barrel last time, like a waste of money. Also, you could just ask me to look at you guys next time instead of wasting money on a doctor.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you were also gung-ho, I just let you do it. It was entertainment.
Okay. Some time passes by and the barmaid comes back with a big plate of what looks to be pig meat. It's just like a big leg of meat cooked, and puts it in front of you, coffee. And is like, well, there's your meat, and she walks away.
All right. You guys want some meat?
Meat plate.
Get
How
in
much meat's on the plate?
It's big. It's a big leg of meat.
there. We eating tonight?
Jesus. I'm gonna take a small
It's
piece
such
though
a
and give it
just
to my little Drake.
rips off.
You take a palm of it.
Such just rips off a piece and eats angrily.
Um, just a little derailer here. You ever think about the fact that in Lord of the Rings, that orc says "beats back on the menu"? What does an orc? Why does an orc know what a menu is? Anyways,
Hey, don't imply that they're too stupid to know what civilization is. That's fucked
I
up.
don't.
Sauron's been teaching them some stuff.
Why do they know
could have-
French?
They might have a culture you don't know about.
Maybe.
I don't know
Anyways,
shit about Lord of the Rings. Whatever happened to our snake person?
I think she's still in that hole.
Hmm.
We should check
They're
up on her.
weak. They're probably dead.
huh. Um, as you say that, you hear someone like look over at you, and then they look back at who they were talking to, and they like, if any of you want to roll me a perception to see if you can hear what they're mumbling about.
Or it's always perception. Yeah.
If anyone else wants to as well, they can.
I couldn't find it.
Oh, no
It
worries.
takes a minute to find.
Okay. You all pretty much can hear this. It was low. You hear the guy leaning over talking to the other person say, "Oh, so I think people are looking for her besides us. All I know is that we saw her in the barn the other day, and she was eating the cattle. I haven't seen something like that in so long. Some of them were drained dry." And yeah, but all they left was the corpses, and that was it. Yeah. When I went back to check on it after I ran away for a while, it seemed to have killed everything in the barn, and it scurried off somewhere. I don't know where it went, but I feel like these folks to the near us might know about it. And they start like getting a little bit closer and kind of like trying to be even more quiet.
I'm gonna have my Drake actually land on their table.
As that happens, they go, "Oh Lord!" He looks over at you. Can you take your creature away from here?
I mean, I could, or you cannot eavesdrop on us, because we're eavesdropping on you anyway. So go on and tell us what you mean. What you looking for?
To be clear, you were talking relatively loud. I was at least trying to whisper.
And it's still rude.
There was some creature in a barn nearby that was draining the blood out of all of our cattle. I don't know where it went, but it was there a couple days ago. It sounded similar to what you... It sounded similar to something you were describing.
Our snake friend?
I don't know if they were a friend, but it seemed like a snake.
Or do they look more like a bug than a snake?
It was hard to tell. It was relatively dark. All I saw was a long tail.
Well, that can be anything. Like, it's not a snake. Don't be racist.
I was under the assumption it was a monster. That didn't cross my mind per se.
I mean, our friend is humanoid, right?
I understand the confusion of what could be considered humanoid. There's a lot of us here that aren't normal, quote unquote, human looking.
I mean, the upper half looks human-ish, and the bottom half is not.
What did your friend look like? What did your friend look like? Like, it might help us distinguish who we're talking about.
White hair and armor?
I didn't see any armor. The white hair sounds familiar, though. It looked familiar, though. So, sounds like it looked familiar, though.
When did this happen?
It was a couple of days ago.
Hmm.
And when we did check the corpses of these animals, they did seem to have like puncture wounds. The emotions to like his mouth, and like it looks like it might have been from like fangs, which is strange considering you'd assume something that was snake-esque would just eat it like a snake. But
So a vampire snake.
maybe.
I feel like we should investigate this.
With that being said, Coffee, can you roll me a con save? It's been a couple weeks, and
I can't see it.
You mean fortitude, not con?
yeah, sorry. Yeah, roll me fortitude. Sorry.
Okay. I was thinking, I'm like,
okay.
D&D brain.
oh, you're fine. I was looking at it, and I'm like, I don't see constitution. I'm like, wait a minute, fortitude.
Why can't I see it? What's wrong
On
with
the
me?
on the left in the red box. As it
81.
saves.
Left of the red box.
So where's this Pathfinder?
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Hey kid. 21. With the 21, your hunger itself is not too bad. It's like a little grumble.
In saying that, can I just like grab a handful of meat and then go?
This is not that kind of hunger. This is more of a red hunger.
Oh.
Yeah. We can talk about some stuff later, by the way, if you want to adjust that.
Well then.
Yeah. So as you guys head to the barn, the guy does direct you. He goes with you. It's down this way, past the right, past this old abandoned structure. Just follow me, and he brings you over to this area right here. Let me just ping it a bunch so you can see it.
Oh, let's see it.
Yeah, let's make sure we see it. Brings you to this structure. As you walk into the barn, through the barn, you do see a significant amount of just like cattle and other small farm critters. Pretty like drained. They do not look like they've been slaughtered. They just look like they are empty of blood. There's no color to them at all.
Uh-huh.
I poke one. Can I eat this?
It's that of much value to me, I suppose, if you want to.
She looks at Muriel with a smirk, waiting.
Yeah. Go for it.
All right, with that permission, she just rips off a chunk of it and starts nomming it.
As you're chewing it, it is very tough and leathery, and does not taste very well. It tastes like, how would you describe this?
Or like jerky, just like undried jerky, because it has no liquid to it.
I wouldn't even say that. It's more like eating leather with no flavor. Like, it doesn't even taste like leather. It just tastes like nothing. So it's just like unsatisfying. Because even like beef jerky tastes more like salt than it does meat.
She just kind of makes a unsatisfied face while nomming it a little more.
Yeah.
Kind of just taking, like, chewing it, slowing your chew, taking another bite,
Yeah.
and just like
It'll
slowly
get
chewing
better
it.
eventually, right?
It's that sad
There's
food eating.
there's
You were
no
really
flavor,
excited, no flavor.
nothing. It's just a big disappointment.
Did this
Um,
did this thing come in from the front or the back?
uh,
Sighing is there.
he looks around and he's kind of like darting his eyes. I didn't catch it, honestly. I kind of caught it in the middle of feeding. It seemed to be able to open the doors, so I assume it just came in through the door. None of the doors are broken, and we don't really lock up. Atori is not too much of a dangerous city. There might be a minor theft here and there. It seems to have gone up a little bit. I was hearing a story a while ago from the blacksmith saying that someone broke into his house and exited out his dead child's room. Looks like they broke the window.
Did it run into the forest or into town?
As you say this, roll me a survival.
Fuck, I'm asking him.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you to roll survival because you're looking around.
That's initiative. That's not a.
Ooh, okay.
There we go.
She can look on Nom and her terrible jerky.
It's okay. As you're hearing him talk, as you're hearing Muriel and him talk about this, you notice what seems to be a relatively decent like size of like a slithering path leading out the back and to the left. It like goes to the left, but you can see it, but it's very faint. Like this happened like a couple days ago, kind of faint. Well, all I saw was that it went out back. I did see which direction it went from there. I was only peeking. I didn't want to get seen by it.
Kay just kind of gives up on this pitiful meat and chucks it aside, poking a couple more as she walks to see if they're any more juicy. Goes back over to Muriel and tugs on her jacket, points her to the slither marks. It's something big. It's slithered out that way.
As Kay points to it, you do see the marks a little bit more clear. With the 17, you can see it now too. So since it was pointed out better, everyone else, as this is all being pointed out, you kind of see it as well. With the 24, I want to say you do see that the exit, like the door to the exit, seems to be a little bit more like bowed out, or bowed in, should I say? No, out. Like the frame itself seems like it got bowed out a little bit.
She kind of snickers a
really
little.
Big forced its way through.
Maybe she got bloated sucking all the blood out.
She was my size. She was shorter than me. Just
Yeah.
longer.
There wasn't anywhere for it to go up. Just went to the side. Maybe her tail got thicker. Wait, if I drink cow blood, will my tail get thicker?
No, you'll get sick and I have to fucking spend time to fix you again. Don't.
The hidden truth is Kay is actually a robot.
Wait, where did you get that from?
I have to spend time to fix you.
Oh.
The secret, she's actually an automaton.
Yeah, that'd be funny
Just
as
dressed
hell.
up like a kobold. It's fine.
Yeah, just cobalt skin over automaton body.
Why does this feel like the reverse of normal joke that's like 3 kobolds in a trench coat?
It's a
trying
bunch
to
of
be an
robot parts.
automaton.
3 gears in a cobalt suit.
Okay, it's Setso and Coffee. What are you doing as this is all unfolding in front of you?
Looking around, investigating, and basically following everyone else's lead.
Mm-mm. So,
That's where we'll probably go outside and maybe look for some more tracks to follow.
are you going out the back to kind of look at the path itself as well?
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys are still talking to the ground, to the guy that you met at the bar, you see Etsetsu kind of walk over, kind of like touching the ground, looking at the path itself as well. Etsetsu, roll me a survival as well. With a 16, you can at least see the path kind of like leads out into the woods a little bit. But other than that, you can't really make out too much more. It like leads out the woods and goes up the hill.
She shouts out to the others, "Hey, I found a trail if you guys want to follow it. Leads to the forest."
That being said, yeah, okay. What? Okay. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's where it went. I'm surprised that we even have this problem. It was already shocking to hear about the worm living under the city.
Yeah, you're welcome for that still.
Oh, that was you guys? Thank you so much. Have as much dry, gross meat as you want. I don't know how any. I can't do anything with this.
What if we get rid of this problem as well and you pay us with something that's, usable?
I wish I
It
could.
gives
It's.
a
I'm
quick
literally.
glance to Muriel.
I'm literally
Concerned.
I'm literally gonna be pretty broke for a while now. I have to get new cattle when the trader comes back tomorrow.
Kay thought for a moment she was gonna make her eat them all just to get rid of the bodies.
No. Jesus.
I mean, how else are you gonna easily get rid of them all? I guess we could burn them, but
Okay.
Spices and juice maybe will be good. Who knows? Have you thought about making jerky out of all of it?
The issue with jerky is you need it to be fresh, and then you need to salt the meat to get it to jerk properly, like turn into jerky properly.
I mean, it's still kind of fresh.
Don't you still use the skin for like leather and stuff?
Give me a nature check, coffee. You think you could use you think you could potentially still like use the leather, maybe. I mean, I would try. I'm not too much of a leather worker, so it'd be a little harder for me. My main export was eggs and milk.
why not just wait? Nope. She had a thought and then she lost it thinking about the chickens now. Kind of peeking her head around the corner to see if they're around.
The chickens are also in the barn. They are also husks.
Oh.
Yeah, so are the
Everything's
pigs.
fucking dead.
So are the pigs and goats.
Was this all in one
Well, I'd
night?
say you get a good chance to like, check your expertise.
What was that? You kind of cut out.
Saying, it's a good chance to change your expertise if you want.
Oh. I mean, going into leatherworking is not my skill set, unfortunately.
Oh, I remembered. Why don't you just sell all the bodies for someone else to turn into leather?
I don't think we have a leathersmith here, or a leatherworker here. We have a blacksmith, but he doesn't work in that. We usually get our leather imported.
I'm
From,
out of ideas.
We get our leather from Absalom.
Why not just skin it yourself and then sell it to the trader?
Like I said,
Hide is still hide.
I could try, I suppose. Yeah, it just might not come out very well. But anyways, we're worrying too much about me personally. the creature seems to be looking at the door over there. I didn't notice this originally. It seems the creature is bigger than I initially thought. If it's busting through my doors like that, I don't think feeding on blood of my creatures would make it big. So that's a little concerning. I would definitely, I definitely should. If you feel so inclined to check on this, I would try to compensate you in some way, but I don't know. I'll look around. I'll find something.
Okay. I'm just gonna walk to the back away from him and with the others.
Okay, you meet up with the Setso, who's been kind of standing at the back and looking at the path.
Are we really gonna try to fuck with something that's a large snake?
Gator
gonna
jumps a
try.
little bit. Maybe it's a worm, a bigger one. This one I could talk to. I can save this one.
Okay.
Worms don't drink blood.
One second. Okay, give me a I don't know. Give me a nature check. No, actually no, give me your lore check. Give me a
I
lore
was
check.
about. You have no clue the smirk on my face as I'm wiggling in my chair like, is this it? Is this finally the time for my +7 dragon lore?
And
This
you
is
get a
an-
1.
Shut up. No.
It's pretty nice.
13.
With a dirty 20. With a dirty 20, this is more regarding trying to coax dragons into being friends in regards to that. I feel like as you've attempted this probably more than once, you are slowly learning that the younger the dragon, the more unlikely it is to be reasoned with. Thinking about the fact that the green dragon you interacted with was a green dragon to begin with, you would have some knowledge, especially with how high your skill your skill is in this particular subject. Through whatever practice of training you did as a sorcerer, you would know that you're probably better off, or you're more likely to associate or make friends with things of it, or dragons of metallic coatings.
Oh, she full well understands that.
Yeah.
Metallic is better. Also, wouldn't it be the other way around? The younger they are, the easier they would be, considering they wouldn't have as much.
It's more a lack of intelligence. As they get older, their brains will form more. It's like talking to a baby, essentially. You know, a baby won't know better than instinct.
Especially a giant animal.
Oh, it's something that thinks you're probably food.
That's the thing, though.
Chew toy.
I mean, at least this is a D&D version. Newborn dragons have the intelligence of an average human, possibly even slightly above.
Yep, this
I
is
mean, that
path.
doesn't mean they can
Babies
speak,
are-
though.
They can speak Draconic. And so can she. Where she learned that, you'll just have to find out one day.
One second. And for ha-has, I'm checking something out real quick.
What?
So,
You
one
say
second.
brouhahas?
No, so for ha-has, I'm checking something out real quick.
Funny enough, too, technically in Pathfinder, green dragons are the most open to diplomacy, even though they are lawful evil.
Well, lawful implies that they at least follow the rules. It's the same thing in D&D. D&D green dragons are relatively like they'll talk.
Decent.
Yeah.
They'll talk more than the others will. Most of the other chromatics are pretty quick to just mess you up.
Yeah. I'm actually kind of mad that they don't have like the variation. Sorry, I'm trying to look for some stuff real quick.
If it's just me derailing things with dragons,
No,
you
no,
don't
no,
have
no,
to.
no. This is fine because I need to know this for later, anyways.
So there's more dragons later. Got it.
Maybe.
Part of her story. She needs to talk to them.
Like.
That story that eventually I'll give you and
That's
get it
the
out of my
language.
head. That way you understand what I have in mind.
I feel like I could take a pretty big shot in the dark and understand what you're probably going for.
I mean, look,
I
she
mean,
needs more evidence of her bloodline as time goes on.
okay,
She's
so
had some stories.
so for future reference, a wormling, green dragon wormling, which is actually probably younger than an adolescent, does have an intelligence of over like an intelligence with a +1 modifier, so it's probably 10 over. That being said, it's still like a baby in comparison to like even like an adolescent or a young dragon. Which is funny, the thing about that, that's probably considered a baby. Anyways, now that that's out of the way, so yeah, this is just more for future knowledge of referencing when you interact with other dragonkin. That being said, I can apply this a little bit to what you're seeing on the ground. As you're looking on the ground, you would realize that this is no way at all related to dragons. This seems to be more serpentine.
She'll kick a little rock or some dirt around and look up at Muriel. Alright, never mind. I looked at those little wiggle lines more. This doesn't match anything in my books.
Outside of it being like snaky like and or like scales on the ground, like scale marks, like maybe like pieces of scale, like snake, like
Oh, I thought you said stinky like, and I'm like, I mean, she's
No.
got a bigger
Stinky.
snout
It
than the
wiggle.
others.
It wiggles.
When we
there's like
find it,
there's
just point at it, you stinky.
there's a couple of, you know, like loose scales here and there, and looking deeper, like looking closer at the scene, you can find some loose scales on the ground. Coffee and Itsetsu, are you just kind of watching over this as they kind of like look deeper into the sand?
Can I pocket some scales?
Yes.
I was gonna look at some scales too. Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
just gonna go into the forest.
Oh, okay. The forest you first walk into is this one right here, right next to the barn. And you kind of just walk through it and end up at a fence. The scales you find though are both you and Coffee, K and Coffee. You find what appears to be kind of like pale. The scales are pale in color, but they're not red. They're not like a pale red, like pale red or like a purple like Orpheus was. They're more like a washed out blue.
Okay.
It's that, so you are at a fence. You can kind of see like what appears to be like scrape marks going over the fence.
Can I climb the fence?
As you're looking over the fence, you do see a wall that kind of like goes straight up. It is it looks like it's too sheer to climb.
How did the snake get out?
How did the snake get
did
out?
it slither over the fence?
You wouldn't know. You haven't seen the fence.
Does
Have you
the
ever seen a snake try to
And
climb
go
over something?
Investigate.
Okay, you walk through the forest and you bump into the fence where Zetsu is. You do see you see the clear like markings of like something going over the fence, and then like what seems to be like a path that it took up
Okay. They didn't just bust through, it went over.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Can we climb that?
It's sheer. You will need like grappling hooks and stuff if you were trying to climb that.
Is there a way to find a way around that?
Being in the city for a while, or in this small, like it's more like a town. Being in this town for a while, you would know there's a path to the north you could take that wraps around to the top of the cliff.
I guess she's gonna go try to follow that path.
By yourself? You're gonna let anyone else know you're doing
I'd
that,
like to
or
follow them.
I'll
okay?
let the group know.
Okay. Is anyone following along?
Yeah, me.
Is this
Don't
the
get
way
caught.
that the slither marks go?
Are you relaying any of? Are you going to relay any of that information to them?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go around the path to follow the track marks that lead to the cliff and potentially into the forest.
Okay. She says
Yeah.
that as she's, yeah. She says that she was walking by you guys, heading towards the path, onto the road.
Kay is gonna show very closely one of the 3 scales she pocketed to Muriel, pointing out that this color is not the same as our snake friend. This is something else, something bigger.
Yeah, I know. Someone's gonna die.
She chuckles a bit as she puts the scale back in her pouch and nods. One to the next. They did not
Meryl's-
learn from the doctor.
Mary's just gonna put her fucking mask on and follow after them.
Okay. You gingerly jog up and catch up to Coffee and Etzetso. It's going to take a couple of
Beyond
minutes to get.
dog.
They were kind of far up past you. It's going to take a couple minutes to get up to that path, so you have some time to talk as you guys are trying to figure out what it could possibly be as you're walking to the path. I would say you're probably about here. Oh, I mean, other silence
Where?
works too. You're about here.
Oh,
I was picturing the opposite side.
Oh, there.
No, there's a whole ass thing in the way over this way, onto the other direction.
Ah, fucking hiccups. Oh god. Are we gonna fight a giant snake?
Oh my god.
I don't know, but there's money involved, and that's all I care about.
Is it? Is there?
there's not really
Potentially.
money involved with someone whose entire herd just got murdered. They pretty much made it clear maybe they'd scrape together some kind of reward.
That's good enough for me.
We could make more money doing any other simpler job. Just saying, last time we
Fine.
jumped into rats, it turned into murdering innocent baby dragons.
I wasn't innocent.
She chooses to ignore Muriel's comments.
It
about that
attacked
poor
you. Don't you
baby.
ignore me, you little shit.
Poor baby dragon.
Okay then. Mary's gonna pull out 2 health pots from her fucking pouch and hand them to Coffee and it said so.
Oh, sweet.
Fine. I have a wand of healing now. I don't
Is
even
a
remember
elixir
where I
of
got that.
life. From the in-game, the in-chest.
Look, my bag is full of a lot of treasure. That's all I care about.
Fire.
So you're handing each one of them one of those elixirs of life.
Yee. It's a D6 heal. It
Probably
gives
write
you
down.
+1 to saving throws of diseases and poisons when you drink it for an hour.
I threw it into the inventory.
I did -2, and then you took 2 more from me, so I'm gonna add 2 more back.
Okay.
So I made 6 in the morning. It's gonna go bad. It's
Okay.
fine.
And you're about here now. You
There's a
can
time limit on the elixir?
Yeah, 24 hours.
Oh, I didn't know that. Interesting.
you can see the bridge across this river leading to a path that goes to the left that goes up the cliff.
Specifically, only my any potions I make for free have a 24-hour lifespan, or until I fall asleep. I don't get the difference so much.
Be
It's probably based
specific.
on your. It's probably based on your focus.
No, it's just the alchemist thing. Once a day, I have so many ingredients I can use for free, and I can make free shit.
Mm.
But then once the day's over, they evaporate into nothingness.
That's
Weird.
why Kata sold hers that one time.
The guy's probably
They
like.
don't know.
That guy's probably like. Wait, what? Where's all the color? It's just a vial of like water now.
I mean, it should be just an empty vial, technically.
She's gonna do that in every town if she can.
I was fucked up.
No, it's not. She knows how Muriel's potions don't last forever. Because there's definitely been a time when she went to get one the next morning and it was empty. So she's like, okay, now I should sell them when I don't need them.
Would that be considered stealing money?
No. I mean, you
It's
trade
not
it.
stealing.
It is a mutual agreement to sell it for the named price. It is not stealing. The fact they don't ask when it expires, it's on them.
It's a little bit of ulterior motives, but alright.
She hasn't broken into a dead child's bedroom yet. Like the
Jesus
other rogues that
Christ.
just got brought up, and it's like, oh no. She's only done some money laundering of sorts.
Mariel's gonna have her Drake kind of fly up a little bit though and kind of look around for any signs of the snake as they walk. Or whatever the fuck it is. I'm just gonna call it a snake.
Let's say you're about like here now. This far away, I mean, you probably wouldn't see much other than like the trees. You can see where you need to go though. It's about like right here, like around this area is where you'd probably have found like the trail. You're still about here now.
I kind of mean when we get down there because we were just kind of waiting to get down there.
Yeah. Oh. Probably not that then.
Hmm?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Sus.
Only a little bit.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, we're gonna look for the snake tracks when we get there. I am, at least.
Okay. Still traveling down. You're about here now. You can kind of see the whole city of Atari at this spot. Pretty nice. You can see into the ocean and everything. It's a pretty nice vista.
So are we like above the town a little bit? Is that
Yeah,
how
this is
that works?
this is kind of like a cliff that kind of like over like is like looking over the whole town itself. Like this the town itself is like in this kind of like a bowl.
In other words, the town itself is in the least defensible fucking position imaginable.
Seems to
We
be
call
it.
this shooting fish in a barrel.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm not wrong.
Why is that on here? Sorry, I'm looking at monsters stuff, like monster fights, like creatures that you could fight, and one of the things in there is a bartender.
Because it's a common human creature that you can get in a fight with for fist fighting in a town?
Yeah, I
Makes
guess.
sense.
We're right
They're a
here
bit
now.
stronger than probably basic civilians. I don't think any of us are doing anything until we get there.
Are the tracks any like cleaner, stronger?
You're nowhere near the tracks. Yeah, the tracks are about here. It's a slow, quiet walk.
I mean, we all have the single objection to get there and look.
Hmm.
We're all kind of on the lookout too as we're walking, so there's not probably much to talk about.
Oh, okay, cool. Actually, that works out perfect. Okay. As you get to the spot, you see what appears to be a number of footprints near the slithering trail as well.
Are they like big footprints?
Matching them up with your own feet, they seem about average humanoid size.
Kay's gonna match them to her smaller feet and be like, "Look at these, Muriel. They're freaking huge." With a
From
really
your-
dumb smirk on her face.
Footprints next to. Can we investigate the tracks?
Like, what direction are they facing? The tracks.
First, give me coffee. Give me a survival.
Oh, damn.
Okay. With a survival of 23, that's pretty good. You the tracks seem to be facing this way.
Into the forest.
Yeah, they seem to be going over through the clearing into the forest around here. The slithering kind of goes like this next to them.
Not suspicious at all.
So the
Footprints
pair.
and slithers are working together. Okay. We can continue investigating the tracks if everyone is okay with that.
Are the feet like shoes? Bare feet?
Looking at the feet, they seem to be comparable. They seem to be kind of comparable to Kay's feet in terms of like shape, but there seems to be like webbing, like a webbing like design between the toes.
Mm-hmm.
This is escalating to possibly not being worth anything that random farmer is going to give us.
Mm-hmm.
What if they have loot?
They fed off of someone else's animals. I don't think they have much of anything.
Hmm.
Oh,
You
I'm
say
about
that-
to find out.
Um, you guys kind of like say this as you're standing there in the field with your arms probably crossed, looking into the woods, deciding whether or not you want to engage further. Sisso starts to make a trot forward, though.
I follow.
Face palm and follow.
Go get her over here. Okay. Say at this point in time in the day, it's about maybe noon, like a little over noon, like close to like 3. You make your way through the woods. You kind of see a path made from whatever was slithering on the ground into the woods. As you follow it, it's gonna take a couple minutes walking through it. I need you all to give me a survival though. Oh, okay. As you're all walking, Kay's kind of trailing behind, taking in the foliage, looking around, picking up the scales left behind. You don't notice that she's in the back doing this, and you all kind of like proceed on without her.
Bumping my scales up to 10 now.
Kay, you stand back up after collecting some scales that you saw kind of like a little bit off the path, and you turn around and have noticed that your party is gone. You are in the middle of the woods and are a little lost. Muriel, you turn around and notice that Kay is gone and it is not behind you.
I'm gonna start a fire. It's how she'd find me, wherever the fire is. I didn't say a big one, just like one tree. We'll light the base of it on fire.
One tree and a cluster. Okay.
Yes.
Is that so? You are still pressing forward. I assume coffee is probably like right behind you.
Are you actually doing that, Maddie?
Yes, I don't know where I am right now in the forest. I might as well just light a fire.
Oh god. As we start the forest fire.
It's that so? You kind of like stop for a second, and you like feel something seems off. You turn around, and you notice that both Muriel and Kay are gone.
I mean, I wouldn't be gone. I'd be walking back to try to find her. She would see me walk away.
Oh, okay, I guess I would say you probably see Muriel farther down the path.
I'd probably hear footsteps getting away from us.
Yeah,
Where even am I right?
that's a good question. As you say this aloud in the middle of the
Over
woods.
here.
It's that so we'll impatiently wait for the other two to catch up. Crossing her arms, a little annoyed.
Fires here. Maybe spread them here and here.
Give me Muriel. Muriel, give me another survival check.
Also,
I
I'll
swear
be,
she only lit one fire. If it spreads, it's not her fault.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh, God.
The faster you find her, the faster the fire gets put out.
Okay, with a 16,
Why
you
did I
kind
let
of
the
like
fire out?
you kind of make your way back down the track. You stop and you can see all the footprints where they were. You see a little pair of like reptilian looking feet kind of wander off in one direction.
Technically, she can put out the fire herself. She can eat flames.
Can you eat your own magical fire? I have no idea. I don't know.
I actually am looking. Hang on. Eat fire. Does it say I can't?
I'm gonna start running over that way.
It does not say I can't eat my own fire. It's just triggered by me taking fire damage.
As you're running through, following the little footprints that went off to the side, you see her kind of hunched over, trying to start a fire against a tree.
I take
here's the-
some
no.
insult to this. Why would she try this? She literally could just breathe fire.
Because you're trying to start it, you haven't started it yet.
fine. She walks up on her, just about to breathe the flames.
I'm gonna stand behind with my arms crossed. I'm not gonna say anything, just gonna watch.
Would I see where she's standing? Would I see her from my field of view?
As you're crouched over at this tree, about to breathe fire on it, you kind of see a shadow loom over you, and it seems to be in a very familiar shape.
Is there a coin flip in all of the settings of this?
Actually, I think there is.
Do a slash R space 1D2.
Or you can just do a d6 and do even or odds.
Yeah.
Fair.
That's what I roll for Mana Crypt.
She pays no mind to it and breathes a small manageable flame onto the base of a tree and then sits near it, comfy and waiting.
I'm gonna walk up behind her, just crouch, or like squat behind her and just look at it. So what you doing?
She's not even gonna pay much attention. She's just like, I'm starting a fire, waiting for Muriel to find me. She always finds me when I start fires somewhere. Then it slowly clicks in her, and she kind of turns around. She's like, hey, you found me. That was fast.
As much as I would love to see this entire place in fire. Put it out. We're trying to find something.
Oh, Lord.
She just kind of nods, leans over, and just swallows the flames, spitting out a little bit of dirt.
Oh. Hey, how's it going, Fuhai?
Hi, boy.
Hello.
Mary was
Hi,
literally grabbing
Fuhai.
Kay and putting her on her shoulders.
She's like, wee, let's go for a ride. Where'd everyone else go?
Okay, you guys make your way back into the woods, finding the path back, and you catch up to Esetso and Coffee waiting for you patiently.
Welcome back. I see you found your dragon.
Yeah. She's distracted easy.
As a note, Fuhai, you are at the moment potentially suspected for draining a couple cows and stuff. You are not in the group at the moment.
Okay.
You'll be there. Don't worry though. Making your way down
You're a
there.
vampire snake.
Oh.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
You guys start heading down the path again. And you come up to what appears to be like a cabin in the woods.
Good movie.
Waiting for a dramatic pause. Second. Where did I find this thing? Where is it? So I'm looking at something in this and I don't know where. Oh, it's right here. No. So you're in the woods at the moment. You found this cabin. In the cabin, you can kind of see that like it's more like in a swamp. All the ground's kind of just mushy and wet. There seems to be like little like parts a little bit deeper than others, and there's like lily pads over them. As you're walking closer and closer to this, though, you can hear what sounds to be like teeth chittering. It's like. Yeah. This cabin seems to be really poorly like put together and kind of hastily done.
Wait, did the car make that noise or does something else make that noise?
Something else made that noise.
Can we look around to see if we can see it?
Yeah, give me as you're looking around, you can kind of you're all kind of like can passively with your collectively with your passive perception, you most of you guys would notice something kind of weird. You see little dips in the water every time you look like one direction. You'll see like the water like dip and then ripples out.
He kind of is shaking Muriel like water, scales, web prints.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Naga?
Not
That's what I can
my
think of.
forte, but okay. Gonna fucking pull out a fucking vial.
Oh, what?
He is going to hop down and stay away from the water.
You can still hear the.
I'm
Is there a
backing the fuck
rock
away from the water.
nearby? Can she throw a rock into the pond?
You find you kind of like bump your toe into like a little rock under the water, and you grab it, and makes like a really loud like sucking sound as you pull it out of the water.
No. She's nowhere near the water. No.
Oh, you're not near
I
the-
want
or
to
you-
find one
Oh, okay.
away from the water to throw in the water.
Oh, okay. Well, if that's the case, you find a. Yeah, you found like a small pebble.
She gonna chuck that thing into the middle of the pond.
Makes a splash sound.
Did the ripple do anything?
You see a couple more other ripples kind of pop down, like pop up. Like you see like a little like how to describe this? You see what appears to be more like ripples appear from you doing that.
Do you all have intelligence in there? Or are we burning the water?
How do you burn water, Kay?
With very hot fire.
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna want from you, Kay. You're gonna need to give me with as you say this, I just want you you kind of think about it for a second as you're saying this.
Thinking is your strong suit. Okay.
God. Are sorcerers charisma casters in this game too?
No, it's it. She's smart. She's just fucking around.
Okay, I was gonna say because I think in D&D they're charisma casters.
Yes, sorcerers are charisma, wizards are intelligence.
Yeah.
Backwards.
No, because sorcerers get their fucking powers from their dad or mom fucking a dragon or some eldritch monster.
Oh.
Wizards have to work for their fucking magic. Sorcerers are just lucky.
Imagine.
Mommy and
working for
daddy
your
fucked the
powers.
right thing.
Yikes.
Oh, yeah, I do have more charisma than I have intelligence.
So there's not like an intelligence roll, which is what I was looking for.
I roll to intimidate the water and whatever's beneath it.
I mean, just do a d20 plus intelligence.
Yeah, roll me a d20 plus intelligence. It's not bad. That's probably what I should go with.
I think this works right.
Okay. Yeah. That works fine. With a 9, yeah, you don't think anything bad could happen. As I say this, also roll me an intelligence check, Muriel.
Modifier +4.
Okay. With the 23, thinking about it, and you kind of look over at Kay as she takes like a deep breath, about to like potentially let out more fire again. And then looking back at the swamps, you would know that the swamps typically have like a gas that comes out of them that is very flammable and could cause explosions.
You want to grab her mouth? Grab her by the snoot.
She's gonna thrash. She's gonna hit you with her tail a little bit and give you a very confused and angry look as she has to swallow back those flames and hates doing it like that.
We will all die if you do that.
Right, it looks fine. Nothing came out when I threw the rock.
Hey, swamps have natural gas. Do you know what that does with fire?
It goes boom. Like your bombs.
And where are you at right now?
A good few meters away from the lake?
Uh-huh. And now imagine my bomb as big as the lake.
That'd be fucking nightmarish.
Could take
All
out
those
part of the
nukes.
town?
Yeah, so let's not do that.
Should we take some of that water to use later?
Water is not flammable. It's
It
more of
doesn't,
what
it makes
comes
the
out
gas?
of the water.
Yeah. So we get some water and it makes the gas.
Sure, we'll get water for later.
Like all her intelligence is only in dragons.
I
She
don't know.
really doesn't understand the rest of this.
So the humoring comes from.
That's funny. Okay. I can't. I'm trying to find a map, by the way. Sorry. As
So
well.
wait, looking
If
for a
Muriel
swamp.
hadn't been there to roll, would you
Oh.
have let me actually light that?
Yes, that would it. Your actions are your own consequences. I have no control over that.
Would that have been close enough to kill all of us?
It would have hurt. It definitely would have hurt. Oh, cool! I think I found one finally. Thank God.
Yay.
Okay. I don't even know if I have the creatures though, which is kind of my problem now.
So there was something in the water.
Maybe.
It clicked at us and is moving around. Of course there is.
I mean, I would have got them in the explosion too.
Would you have?
Okay, so as you guys are looking at this and you're hearing the click, you hear the clicking and the chittering. You kind of see like a bigger pair of eyes kind of poke up for a second.
Just two eyes appear out of the water?
Yeah, they seem kind of like more spaced apart though.
Giant
Like
crocodile.
a frog? Like a crocodile?
No. Not like a crocodile.
The fuck is those? Oh god, I just realized.
Hmm.
Half of us are useless here.
I don't want to throw another rock at the eye.
I'll fucking join you. I'll throw a slingshot. I'll use my sling and just yeet a rock at its eyeball.
Alright, fuck it, we've all... Okay,
Oh.
let's pick up another small pebble and throw it at the eye now.
Give me a attack roll
Hmm?
plus dex. So roll a d20 plus dex.
Ooh.
One more than last time, we're working our way up. She doesn't want to go near it, but she wants whatever's in there to come out.
Okay. A 10 and the 23. Is that the 23 is to? No, it's not
I
that.
didn't
Okay.
know
No, that's
you. I didn't know who you were talking to. You said roll a d20 out your dex. I'm like, I said I'll use
Well,
my
whoever
sling to throw it.
Oh, if you're using sling, then to use your sling. But if you're just throwing a rock,
Nah, I'm gonna fucking pelt it in the eye. I wanted to get the fuck away.
okay.
How about that? Another fucking 19. Give me a 20.
pinpoint snipe that thing in the thigh.
Was it 26?
Yeah.
Yeah, you hit it. Roll damage.
Eh.
Well, at least not threatening.
Get the fuck out of here.
You hear something go. Sound like a horse, kind of like neighing, and it stands up out of the water and gets up. And then you see the other two areas as well, like where the other two eyes were popping up. They also stand up. As this is happening, you happen to notice that the other two things that were in the water are humanoid in shape, but have long tails coming off of them, and they seem to be reptilian.
Uh-huh.
Why'd you have to use the sling?
I mean, it would have done the same thing regardless.
The the creatures, if you want to roll me a if everyone wants to roll me everyone but Orphe wants to roll me a where is it? Roll me a society.
I'm good at that.
I'm not.
I have +8.
Thanks. Oh, what the fuck? I didn't make it. You just need to make this health the right thing. So 7, 8, 18, 7. Okay, with 18, you would know the other two creatures that stood up are lizard folk. And are not too happy being bothered.
I thought the eyes were like massive and like humanoid size.
Yeah, that's what the big one is that's getting up right now as well.
Oh.
Yep. The big thing getting up, if everyone wants to roll me a nature check.
I have no points in nature.
Oh, okay, again, Muriel and Kay. You would know this is a Kelpie. A Kelpie.
Yep, I'm already out.
I don't know what a Kelpie is.
A Kelpie is malevolent amphibious fae shape changers intent on luring mortals to their doom. These cruel predators lurk in and around areas of water, slightly preferring freshwater over saltwater. Kelpies lure and drag their prey underwater and then drown them and devour them, leaving behind only victims' hearts and liver. The only parts of the meal Kelpies find unpleasant.
You said it's a fey creature?
Uh-huh. Yeah,
I'm gonna ask it. No, I'm gonna ask it in Fey then, if it killed the livestock. Probably the only one that speaks Fey in the party.
It looks at you. It realizes you're speaking Sylvan to it and goes. I ate because I was hungry and the lizards Help me get them, yes. But I'm very pissed at the moment, since you've hit me in the eye.
You startled me. You were sneaking around staring at me. I thought you were a giant gator.
We've ate all
We just
those.
dealt with a fucking dragon. I'm a bit jumpy.
Did it not save again?
Womp womp.
Oh, no, it did. It just... whatever. Eh. Sorry, just kind of making the map at the moment.
Hey, you're all good.
As you're hearing all this, you hear like some sound going off inside the cabin. As you see Orphe and a lizard folk drinking happily as they leave through the door. Orphe seems slightly drunk. Orphe?
Oh boy. Oh, okay. So, where did you say I was again?
You're kind of coming out of the cabin with your arm around one of the lizard folk, cheerfully swinging your pint of alcohol you're drinking with them.
Alright, and then how many lizard folk are there around me? Just that one?
It's that one. There's two in the swamp ahead of you, and the Kelpie that is also ahead of you, and they are all in front of the gang that you were with in the underground.
Oh, okay. I wave at the party. Hi, guys!
Oh my god, it's the lizard woman.
How
You
is
got out of the hole!
everyone?
Oh, she finally shows her face.
I was just drinking with these nice lizard folk by me. I pulled the one around my arm tighter. We were having a great time.
See, look at that. We're worried for nothing.
Yeah, don't worry about these guys. They don't mean no harm.
Wait, how did you get out of the hole?
Oh, this lizard folk helped me out.
But how did the lizards get in the hole?
Yeah, I've been in and out. I've been in and out all day. I've been drinking way too much. I don't even remember.
Dang, where were the lizards when we fought the dragon? They murdered an innocent baby dragon, Orphe.
Oh, did they?
Yup.
That's beyond me at this point. All I know is they like to party.
As she's saying this, you look over at her, and I think you're kind of putting two and two together here at the moment. Her face is just covered in blood as well.
Orphe, did you get drunk and eat cow blood?
That's beyond me. I don't remember at this point. We've just been drinking since last night. Or maybe even before then. I don't even remember.
This is why you don't drink with the Fae. Kind of shakes her
Anyway,
head. Hey,
how are you guys? What are you guys doing?
Pain. Many
Pain?
headaches.
What's been going on?
Don't worry about it. Oh, you missed it, by the way. The fox got half shaved.
Oh, wait.
Don't remind me.
Now you guys gotta update me a little bit.
Nope, it didn't happen. She's lying.
As she's saying this, you do notice that her fur one half looks slightly newer than the other half.
She gives a low growl of a warning.
Are we good with these guys, or are we still beefing with them?
Yeah, can you tell your friends not to try and drown us?
Oh, they're trying to drown you?
That
Not really. I kind of hit one in the eye because he spooked me.
Oh. Oh boy. Alright. I bet if we have a couple of rounds of ale with them, they wouldn't mind too much.
I'm out. I'm going back to burning the forest or something. I'm not drinking with Faye.
I think I'm with Kay this one. I'm not gonna drink with y'all.
I just want my money.
Out drink a Faye. Maybe you can get money from that.
Oh no.
No, thank you.
Let's turn back to the fucking Kelpie and like, see? We're not hostile.
Mhm.
Spooked me, okay?
Mm.
We were just looking for our friend, and there she is.
You
If you
can
do go back in the town again and eat, they may send guards out here to actually try to kill you, though.
to be clear, it was her idea to do this.
Orphe?
Oh, my idea. Perhaps. Maybe it
You
was
a vampire?
alcohol, who knows? I wouldn't say I'm a vampire, but I still drink blood from time to time. You know, it's quite nutritional, especially for someone as reptilian as I am.
Mm-hmm.
He just throws her arms up. It's not a reptile thing. I prefer to eat all of it, not just the blood. That's just like the sauce that goes on.
The sauce.
Well, I must say that those cows weren't as bad as people said. But you know, I've had better. I've had my fair share.
That's had someone's whole livestock, stock, cattle stock.
The fucking migraine Mario's having.
At least it's not all Kay's fault this time.
So are we good?
You can take her. We're fine.
Orphe, come on. Please wipe your mouth off.
Oh, that's okay. Orphea rubs her mouth aggressively. Where are we off to?
I wanna go home.
And she's still like kind of tipsy at this point too. Just a heads up, cause she was drinking with these lizard folk. So
Oh, I'm aware.
Okay.
Can
You
like a
guys.
minute to clean the blood off of her, actually.
Okay. You take some time and wash the blood off her face.
So you're telling me I'm not getting any money out of this?
I mean, no one said that.
Tell you we could get money in town other ways. But hey, we found the Orpheus.
There's also this magical thing called we fucking lie.
That is also
We're just
something
gonna
you can
walk
do.
their ass out here and find out.
What if he wants
What if
evidence?
we tell the Kelpie? What if we make a deal with the Fae and we feed them some of the townspeople? We send that guy out here, and then that's not our problem.
I'm gonna fucking turn to Kane. I want to be turning Goblin.
Oh,
You
Lord.
don't make fucking deals with Fae.
But what? What
You
if
don't.
maybe?
No.
Okay, you're not wrong, but like, the fox wants something out of this. Maybe the Fae have some weird treasure. I don't know. That dude's definitely not gonna give us anything.
I mean, I'm not about to kill innocent people here, but I did promise money, or I did get promised money.
Oh,
So
those two are talking in Goblin, so no one else can understand them because I don't
Yeah.
believe anyone else speaks it. Also, reminder, you all almost killed a man because he found you in his dead child's room. Well, almost found you.
Fine, it's fine. When we don't
Yeah.
do deals with Faye.
Yeah, I will say, to be clear, yes, they did initiate this conversation in Goblin. You just hear weird gargling sounds back to each other. You have no idea what they're saying.
I just don't want the Fae to hear it. Because I don't want them to hear what I'm telling her.
Fine,
You would
but
not
we're gonna
know.
have to deal with that guy coming back into the barn, and we're gonna have something that kind of looks like it ate his crop or his livestock.
Back in common. It's okay, guys. It's very easy. You tell them we went out there.
Oh shit.
We found
Hey.
some
Thanks for the raid, Tails. Welcome, everyone. My name
fish folk in
is
air quotes
Skamos. I am an Abyssian
that were covered in blood.
Mafia Don is what I'm going with. We're playing
they're in the
Pathfinder
swamp,
tonight
they
with
really
a
wanna
group
come
of
out here and
people.
fuck with it.
I'm being a
And
little
if they
quiet because
do,
my upstairs neighbors are
you guys can have another meal.
addicts
How
and
about
I
that?
don't know, they're slumming on the floor earlier. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Feel free to go to the bathroom real quick or, you know, get some water, you know, do some in-betweens. Oh, okay. I just, Jesus Christ.
Right.
I got raided.
Raiders, hi! VR chat gaming, let's fucking go with VR chat.
So are you guys making your way back now?
Saying that we killed them is smart, though.
I mean, putting two and two together, you can probably put together that it was a mixture of both the lizard folk, the Kelpie, and Orphe killing all the animals.
Oh, we 100% know that.
Yeah.
We're just gonna lie.
Okay. You guys are gonna head back now?
Yeah.
Okay. You take the trip back. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. You take the trip back. It's a little bit quicker getting back. It's always back. It's always quicker with the trip back. Oh shit. Thanks for the follow. It's getting closer to nighttime now. The sun's setting, and you're probably gonna need to catch up with that guy tomorrow if you can catch him before you head back on the oh, okay. Well, 1 second. Matt decided to redeem the Deaths Mechanicus redeem.
No, said I had
I aspired to the purity of the blessed machine.
A 3-minute redeem, isn't it?
It's long. It's the whole thing.
I know.
the new raider.
And the little guy redeem. He's truthfully too.
One day the
That's the whole thing too, yeah.
I love Rickino.
and you will pay my kind to save you. But I am already saved.
Remember, guys, reject the weakness of flesh.
Is it awesome?
I'm a Chaos player?
Whole thing.
Fuck that shit.
Chaos has a Deaths Mechanicus too, though.
Dark
You're a
Academic
new
is a
player,
Chaos.
so fuck it all for sure.
Okay, that was the whole thing.
Metal.
Okay, you guys are back in town. It's like I said, it's getting nighttime. You see all the street lights coming on, or the street lamps coming on. Everyone, you see the guy going around lighting all the lamps for the street. You have your full party now. It is up to you to decide what you want to do here. You can either sleep the night away, attempt to find that guy, or just wait or party until the dawn comes. Someone's already been pre-gaming, so
just go to sleep.
Sounds like we're drinking more. Let's go.
I'm going to bed.
okay. Okay. if everyone's going, is someone's drinking, someone's going to bed? Is what I heard.
Since I was going to bed.
Okay, so heads off into her room, goes to sleep. What is everyone else doing? I want to make sure.
I'll go drink some more.
Okay,
Don't worry.
Fuhai goes to the bar.
Someone please look
Orphe.
after her.
I'm here with her, don't worry.
I'm not drinking alcohol, but I'm still gonna follow Muriel.
Okay.
I need a drink after today.
Coffee, your Coffee is also going to sleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Coffee and it's has to go to bed. Everyone else is at the bar. And you, Orphe, as you go up to the bar, you see the bartender at the Crow's Cask, where everyone's been going. Megali. She's like, "What can I get for ya? What do you want?"
I'll have whatever you have. I don't care at this point.
I gotcha. And she puts just a generic looking mead in front of you and pushes it towards you. That'll be 3 silver.
All right.
She takes, I'm assuming you have some money from the questing at least.
Yes.
Yeah. Nice. Okay.
Would you have change if I give you a gold piece?
What was that?
Would you have change if I would give you a gold piece?
Oh, I have plenty.
All right. And then what's the rate of exchange?
Every 10 silver is a gold, every 10 copper is a silver.
All right. So that would be. All right.
Okay. So you have your drink. Mariel and Kay are with her as she is getting extra sloshed now. Also, everyone from Tails Raid, I do have a Discord. We do Monday night anime view parties. Right now we're watching Chaika the Coffin Princess. If you want to join in on that, we do at 7 p.m. EST
Drink safer.
till 9 EST.
Apple juice, the orange juice.
Good old apple juice. She hands you your juices.
Huh?
She hands you your juices. And Orphe's just partying.
Yeah, I'm just keeping an eye on her so she doesn't fucking run out and do something else kind of dumb.
And it's an interesting sight as you look at her in her full getup, which seems to scream, this person probably kills a lot of people, but she seems to be the most joyous person in the world. Seems very juxtaposition-y.
Is there anybody looking super shady in the bar tonight?
Ew.
I'm feeling like making a friend.
No. Stay in your seat. Have good friends. You're fine.
We're right here. You're fine. We're drinking with you.
Outside of you, Orphe, if you want to roll me a perception, sure, go for it. I'll let you know if you see anyone.
Perception
Alright.
at disadvantage.
Yeah, actually, roll me 2. Roll me 2 d20s, or roll me 2 perception checks.
Okay.
Yeah, with the 12, you don't really find anyone particularly, but you do see some people who seem to be in not the best of moods, and you think you can change that.
Come on.
What are we doing as a group? It looks like some people could use a pick-me-up.
You want shady looking friends? What more than an elf who wears a creepy mask and a kobold that's the child of a red dragon? That's pretty messed up right there.
What if someone's just having a bad day? What if they're like a great person down in their heart?
She snickers and points at Muriel, who probably looks pissy still. Trust me, she's had a really bad day.
Oh yeah. I don't even know
Um,
the half of it, but
You don't want to.
Oh, Orphe, as you're swigging your beer or your mead, give me a con save or a fortitude save. Sorry. Okay, you're fine. You take a big sip and you're perfectly okay. You're still kind of tipsy though.
right.
You're feeling it though. You're feeling it.
So what was up with those lizard folk? Like, they really like to party, but
You were with them longer than we knew. What are you
Yeah.
I
asking
don't
us?
remember most of it. That was a blur. They do know some good mixed drinks, though.
Oh yeah, like what?
You're
I don't
completely.
mind.
remember.
I'd say you're completely
Yeah, I don't
free to
know.
like BS this if you want. It's fine.
Because I can't think of any mixed drinks that were around like that.
Just think of like actual drinks, mixed drinks, and kind of just like BS like a lizard name into them.
I can't do that right now.
Okay. You remember a gecko on the rocks and
Not
a
how I thought this was about to go.
and what else was there? There was
Hell shot.
salamander, a buttery salamander. Things of like that nature.
Okay. Well, it did give me this really potent red drink. I believe it was. I do believe it was called fiery green
It's okay, Orphe. We get it.
Thank
Why-
you, thank you.
Do you know why they had a fae with them?
Not that I can remember, no. We did, kind of kill most of the village cows together, though, so... Oh.
Shh.
We didn't do any of that. Orphe looks over at you with a smile and a finger over her mouth.
Roll me a deception, Orphe.
A deception.
I'm gonna look around and see if anyone heard that.
Let me remember where that is. There we go.
You see some eyes looking at you, Orphe.
Oh, they're probably just looking at my strange tail. Anyway, do you guys want to go back to the camp for tonight, just in case?
As you say this, you do remember seeing Itsetsu and Coffee go up the stairs to presumably take refuge in their beds in the inn.
Oh, they're in the inn.
We're at the inn right now. You know the place you've been drinking at? We're at the inn. Yeah.
The best kind of drunk, the one that forgets everything.
No, it's not. No.
I know, there's facetious. Oh, okay. That's okay.
Please get some more rest.
Alright.
Yeah, you're all
See you
set.
guys later.
Feel better, Coffee? Alright, I'll be back again, sorry.
You're good.
Or if you, maybe you should go lay down.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, could you walk me to my room?
Yeah, come on. What if I can, like,
Alright.
It kind of looks at Muriel, looks at Orphe's big tail, and just kind of points at it like, "Can I ride that up the stairs?" Like she's too drunk, she'll never know. Can I?
Sure. Go for it. It's like an amusement park ride for you, I guess. A circus ride.
Yeah. Assuming Orphe doesn't stop her or question her, she's just gonna climb up and sit on the back of her tail.
No, I don't
As-
think
as
Orphe
she's-
notices.
Yours is gonna like put one arm, like one of Orphe's arms, like over her shoulder, and it's kind of like hold her steady as. Can she even walk straight because she slithers on the fucking ground?
She can slither.
She'll slither all over
be like,
the place.
It's gonna be a fucking like a zigzag line, just wee.
Wait, technically she slithered, so she never walked straight to start. She always kind of
Oh,
zigzags a little.
fun.
It's just gonna get really bad.
You're gonna make us bump
Just
into the fucking
weird
wall. Just
undulating
don't.
patterns.
Don't.
Just slithering to go nowhere.
No, go
Um,
up the stairs. Fine.
give me, Muriel, give me an athletics check.
Oh, you fucking whore. I am an elf. I do not have the strength. I mean, it's not bad.
The 13, it's kind of a struggle for sure to get her up the stairs. You're managing, but Kay riding on her tail is not helping much.
I'm gonna get her in her
Meanwhile,
room.
Kay's
And
just
I'm going
throwing her arms up.
I'm gonna get her to. I'm gonna hand her one last bottle of like, or like one last like mug of. I'll give her my wine basically, and tell her to
Okay.
lay down.
Orphe's gonna save that for in the morning because she's gonna have a terrible hangover.
Oh yeah, she is. She was like a 3-day fucking drunken stupor.
Sounds horrible.
Well, to be
Uh,
fair, you're gone for technically a week, so
Oh,
Yeah. Orphe
It
just
was spring
flops down on
break!
the bed and passes out immediately. Wine in hands.
as she's laying in the bed does bow a little bit from her weight being in the bed.
I'll cover her up, then get the fuck out.
Okay.
I'll have her
She's
drink over there.
sleeping in her very moist armor.
I don't clean the bed, not my problem.
Yeah, that's a problem for future Orphe.
that's a problem for the people who work there.
It is definitely a problem. What's everyone else doing? Because Kay's ride has stopped at the
Oh
room.
yeah, she would have hopped off and followed Muriel out. She didn't want to
Okay.
get stuck in a room with a drunk snake lady.
Unconscious drunk snake lady.
PTSD flashbacks to Maya from fucking Monster Masumi.
Oh,
Never seen it.
I loved her.
Show has the pillow.
Heard my baby.
Oh, I
What's up?
know the pillow. I know the
Hold on a
character.
second. I'll take a
I've
picture.
never
Give me a
seen
second.
it. No.
Well, Florida doesn't know.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Little walk.
Sorry about that. My stomach is not happy right now.
You're okay.
Alright.
Here you go, Florida. A big.
Oh yeah, check the group chat. Orphe, or
Oh.
why?
Is that a body pillow?
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
It's humongous.
That's
It is.
amazing.
It's
It
like
is
was
10
it-
meters long, or
Yeah.
34 feet.
I
Yeah,
saw
it's-
someone get that at a convention once, and I was like, "How do you even
I-
carry that around?"
I've had it for like probably a decade now.
Really?
It was a birthday gift.
How do you even find a pillow that long?
It's called the internet.
Oh my god.
I also have the giant Kathy one.
Pulling the rails back on real quick. What is everyone else doing?
You're all going to bed.
Okay, you're going to bed too. Muriel and Kay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I would say just so everyone can stretch their legs and do some pee breaks and get some water. We're gonna do a short, like 10-minute break. So go to the bathroom, get something to drink. We got another like 40-ish minutes left.
Oh really? I'm already
Be right back.
getting sleepy.
Yeah, don't worry, we're almost done.
Alright.
Okay. See you guys in 10 minutes.
Yep.
I see my red door, I must have it painted black. Look now for no more day nor night, but that from hell. Then all must as they may in darkness learn to dwell. No more doth blue spread all my green and wretched sea. I could not e'er foretell this fate befalling thee. If I stay long enough into the setting sun, my love shall laugh with me before the morn doth come. I see a red door and I want it painted black. No colors anymore, want them to turn black. I see the maidens fair dressed in their summer clothes, and I must bow my head until my darkness goes. When thou wert here before, I could not look thee in the eye. Thou art like an angel, thy skin makes me cry. Thou float like a feather a perfect soul. I want thee to notice when I am gone. Thou'rt so very special. I wish I was special.
Okay, I'm back. Is everyone else back?
Welcome back.
I'm back.
Welcome
Yeah.
back. Ooh.
I is back.
Welcome back.
Hi.
Okay. So you guys are ready?
Mm-hmm.
Ready, Freddy.
Yeah.
Everyone else?
Yes, I'm already.
Okay, as day breaks, you all wake up in your rooms. Orphe, roll me another fortitude save real quick. Oh, okay. With a natural 20, you actually have no hangover. You're perfectly okay. You have no headaches or anything. You somehow miraculously were able to drink all that and still be okay.
That's insane. Orphe continues to drink the glass that was given to her the night prior.
Okay. It doesn't even affect you. Oh, what was that? What was that, Muriel?
It's nothing.
Okay.
It's gonna hit my knee.
As everyone wakes up and collects themselves and heads into the main area of the bar, you are greeted by what appears to be a row of guards. The one of them looks a little bit more ornate than the others. He steps forward and says, he goes, "Hello, I am Oz. I am here to escort you to the city of Absolum. We have many things to reward you with for taking care of that great beast underneath the city of Otari. I need you to follow me to the carriage caravan."
This is a good idea.
Ariel, this looks really suspicious.
I know.
It sets out eyes him warily, but is happy she's promised gold.
No mentioning, I will state, no mentioning of gold has been brought up. Orphe, you would not know about this. You weren't there at the end. Muriel, no one mentioning gold. Muriel and Kay and it's so you would know this is the these are the people that was mentioned earlier that were supposed to be bringing you to the main city, the capital.
Where did we agree to that?
I honestly don't even remember that.
That was in the very beginning.
That.
In the very beginning.
I don't think my character was present for that.
You were all there.
I will trust you.
I promise you, everyone was there. Take notes.
Seems suspect. Where's their ID?
As you think that, you do notice that they are clearly decked out in tabards and very clearly like a military battalion of people. They are dressed up like the guards, but they seemed a little bit more refined and trained compared to everyone else that you've seen. running the city, and the one who is speaking to you seems to have extra markings on his tabard, which would indicate like a higher ranking.
Should go.
Yeah, that could
Okay.
either be a really elaborate scheme or a great time.
My instincts are not to trust knights.
He walks to the door and motions his arm out, saying, like in a this way kind of motion.
How many cards are there in the bar with us, I guess?
Including him, there's 8.
I don't
They're
think
all
we can
lined
check
up.
8 of them.
They're all lined up against the wall.
I think one way or another we're going to go either painlessly or in a lot of pain.
Yeah, especially if they're higher rank, that would be hard to deal with.
He looks over as you guys are saying this. This is I promise you, this is no punishment. We are actually genuinely happy that you have taken care of such a great beast. It's we are trying to reward you. Please, this way.
I have no say in this reward, but I'll go with whatever you guys choose.
I mean, we might as well. Because if, realistically, if he was trying to punish us, he wouldn't be being nice about it.
Setzer falls warily, not really trusting the authority.
Are y'all going outside?
Yeah.
Okay, as you go outside, you do see a caravan of appears to be carts. They are all gilded and are very pristine and clean. All the horses that are pulling the carriages are they're single color, monochromatic colored, like one white, one black, one brown. They're not they don't have any mixture of colors. They all have gold like collars around each one of them. Everything on them seems to be a little bit more decadent than you would normally see on like a carriage driven horse. It seems like a little bit more showy than it needs to be, kind of. It seems like this is very much something like from a place of money.
Yeah. Oops. It's fine.
Okay. As you guys make your way into the carriage in front of you, Orphe having a little bit more trouble with her extra length, you're all able to squeeze in there, and you are now taking about 3-ish day travel trip to the city of Absolum. They do provide the people in the caravan do provide you with food. They have protection if anything happens along the way, and they also provide you with water, and they will stop occasionally for your bathroom breaks. For everyone, not just you, because everyone needs to go to the bathroom. Sorry. Going through the area that you're going through, you see strange things. You can kind of see off in one of the fields you're traveling through another little pocket of kobolds trying to chase down a boar. They kind of look over at you. They see all the guards and stuff, and they kind of just like keep to the boar.
Hey, waves.
They look at you. They can kind of see you like waving at them. They don't know what you are, but they like cautiously wave back. They were a mixed color of different kinds of kobolds. There's like a green, blue, and red. As you're getting closer and closer to the main city, you notice that the other kinds of ancestral creatures and people, they seem to diversify more and more, and you start seeing more kobolds, goblins, halflings, orcs, half orcs, some elves. You see them kind of like more and more become they seem to be more like civilized as you get closer and closer to it. They seem to have more and more like refined clothing and more pristine looking buildings and structures, less farm, more city. As you arrive at the main city, you see the gates are massive. You can see up into the castle. It's in the dead center of the city. It is well above everything else and is surrounded by what seems to be bottomless holes. You can't tell from where you're looking. You pass through the gates, and as you're passing through, you look to your left or your right, you see massive numbers of people coming and going. You can, as you look off to your left, you see sailboats, shipping boats, militia boats just coming and going out of the docks. There's so many you can't even count them at a single glance. You have arrived at Absalom.
Question. Oh, Jesus Christ, this was huge.
Yep.
You said we saw a lot more elves.
You see people of many different backgrounds and cultures and customs. You're coming in through here.
Are elves rare-ish in the world?
It's more of location. Some places they would be a little bit more scarce than others.
So do I recognize any of the area around us or no?
The area that you are in the here, let me get you the world map real quick.
Maybe I'm just asking if it's near her home village or not.
Yeah, okay, so let's see if I can get a higher resolution picture. Perfect, this actually is perfect. Where's handouts? No. Guess one of those handouts. That's okay, I'll just do it through journal entries. Yeah. So if you look on the right hand side where it says, obviously it says Absalom, you're right there. You're in that little island.
Okay.
You're in the inner sea area where that little island is. So you're at like the bottom part of it.
This world is huge.
Yep. There's a whole area where literally demons pour out.
They call it the Impossible Land.
So you're in that little area now. As you're entering the city, it is astonishingly dense. Everyone seems to be making their way out of the way of where you're at. You're just so shocked by the amount of people in this area that you never thought you'd see this many. You're so used to seeing Atari and like areas outside of there where it seems to be a little bit more sparse.
Is it only the 4 of us in the back, or I guess 5 of us technically?
Yes. Coffee is there too, but she's very quiet.
Well, yeah, she's sleeping.
She's still napping.
It's a big city.
Setsu gets a little devious smirk on her face, but keeps it to herself.
Um, as you get closer and closer to the center, you can see this cathedral.
I think floating.
Nope, there is a big chasm in the around it.
Ooh, that's cool. Is there any reason that they built that there? Other than the chasm being there?
Well, this is just a cathedral. As you're looking over it, you can see it seems like it's more of a holy place. There seems to be like markings of different deities and such.
Okay. And that probably relates to the chasm as well, right?
Yeah.
Are any of us even religious?
Nope.
Yes.
Technically.
That being said, Orphe, roll me a religion check.
Okay. Let's see here.
The 24. Okay, 1 second.
Lots of 24s.
That's pretty good.
Good number.
You would know that this cathedral itself is worshipped by many gods. Like many gods worship in its house. Like off the top of your head, you know Abadar, Ordan, Calestria, Caden, Cillian, Lomindi, Irory, Nethys, Norgolver, Sarenrae, and Shedlin are all worshipped here.
Can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because this cathedral is more towards the center of town, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does that make the surrounding areas extremely religious and the people inside the town?
Yeah, it'd be right here. You would know that most of the city itself is pragmatic for the most part. Like they worship and stuff, but they're not like, that's not their main thing. This is more of a
They're
merchant
not,
town.
die hard about it.
Yeah, this is more a merchant town than anything else.
Alright. That's good to know, because if we were to upset like a really religious group, that would be bad.
Time to fucking run.
Exactly.
Cue the tiny one who will be angry that her deity is definitely not here and considers all the others blasphemous.
He did say, Orphe did say that they worship most gods there, like almost all of them, but a few, obviously evil ones are excluded, but
He
gods
doesn't worship an evil god. Only one of the two dragon gods are evil.
Don't you like what yours like the Pathfinder equivalent of Bahamut?
Yeah,
it's
basically.
Bahamut. I think Bahamut's interchangeable because Bahamut itself is a god in regular mythos, like in actual life.
At least everything I looked up, there is no Bahamut in Pathfinder. At least not within Dragon lore. It's replaced by someone called Apsu. Tiamat's still here, but she's also not. It's weird. It's unimportant. I'm not gonna sidetrack us.
Maybe I was gonna head outside the fucking coach.
I'm generally just
curious. Ask the driver where the hell we're going.
He looks over at you and he says, "We are going to the Skyreach Castle." He points to the tall, towering castle in the distance. Sorry, I'm actually trying to get that converted. So 1 second. The file that they use is a WebP, so it's fucking not working. So you need to convert it real quick. Okay, there we go. And let me do this. Let me do this one. Let me do select. Okay, there we go. And here's the castle.
So we got like what, an hour left to get up there?
With he's leaning over from the front of the carriage, looking back at you as he's trying to keep an eye on the road. He goes, "It's the traffic's relatively thick, so it might take about an hour. Yes."
He lets out a sigh and kicks her little feet on the chair, bored of being in the cart.
It's been days.
I'm gonna use Orphe's tail as a footrest.
Oh, go ahead.
It's all over the place. I'm gonna use some of it.
Taking up 3 seats and the floor.
Yeah, I'm not in any position to refuse that.
As time goes by, you're seeing more and more people as they pass by. You see a couple groups of people you've never seen before. You're used to seeing the more common people, like, elves, goblins, gnomes, and such. You're starting to see gnolls and cat folk and things that look kind of like frogs. You're seeing Nagaji and some rat folk. A couple more Tengu. Seeing some even stranger things as you're going through. You see what looks to be like dolls, like trading items with people. You see small little dog people too. It looks similar to that one you met at the medic. You see such a wild assortment of people. Some of them look like rhinos that are bipedal. You see some like more monstrous looking things too that have like multiple eyes and are kind of big and huge, but they don't wear clothes. They seem to be they wear like backpacks and such. You see some people that kind of look like plants.
Is there no kitsunes?
You see the kitsunes here and there. But they're in more traditional clothing. Very, very elegant and dainty. Some look a little bit more human than others. Some are in their more fox-formed shape.
This is exciting.
Ofri, as you're seeing the Nagaji, you see a couple that are of different lineages. You see the Titan one, you see the snakeheads, you see the ones with the long tongues as you pass by. Everyone seems to be doing trade and commerce in this area.
I'm sure even if my own descent saw me, they would think of me weirdly. I have the little appendages on my tail now, after all.
You're not too sure. You haven't interacted much outside of the family you knew with other Nagaji.
Even my family doesn't know much about it.
Itsetsu, you seeing other Kassoon brings a little joy to your heart, but also a little concern. Perhaps you might see people you would rather not. As you motion to your collar and kind of rub it. Muriel, you see plenty of goblins, something you're used to seeing, but these seem to be like roaming packs of them, traveling, moving stuff around. Almost looks like they're running a shop. you see elves working with him too, which is seemed strange before because you were not used to seeing them work so well together outside of your own interactions with them.
Oh, Sheila's probably pissed at the other elves.
The elves come in all shapes and sizes. You see drow, but they have what appears to be some sort of covering over their eyes so they aren't blind. You see what seems to be more like elegant elves and more fabulous clothes kind of directing people and pointing them to go different directions. You see the more woody elves in their more like typical clothing that you'd expect them to be in, but still somewhat more well dressed than you'd expect. Okay, you also notice that the goblins are interacting with kobolds, which also seems relatively strange to you as they do not have great chemistry typically.
She kind of shrugs it off. It's not. She's seen it now and then. Her interest isn't too much in other kobolds. If they're already in town, they're safe enough.
The whole city itself seems to be a giant melting pot of culture and diversity. There's all different kinds of architecture, structures, items, shops, etc., etc. As you're looking around and taking this all in, you finally reach the gate of the Skyreach Castle. The gates swing open. The doors themselves are veined in gold. Your caravan pulls up to the front where the steps are and park. The man who has been in charge of your particular carriage steps down and opens your door and lets you know, we have arrived. The great Lord Gir of the House of Grix is waiting for you inside the main chambers.
Setsu gets out, feeling a little overwhelmed.
Maybe I was just gonna put her mask on before she steps out. She doesn't want this fucking town to see her face.
Orpheus slithers out, no problem. The carriage does move a little bit as she gets out masked, though.
It as you leave, it does shift back up a little bit.
It must be funny to see, honestly. But where are they taking us now?
You're all required to go to the main chamber. Just go straight up these stairs through those doors. The guards will let you straight in, and it's a straight path all the way down. You'll see another pair of big doors. They will open up, and you can go straight through there. The king will be awaiting right there. Thanks for the 2 months, Ansho.
Want to follow behind, or if he...
Alright, I do feel like I'm least qualified to lead this, though.
You have a kobold,
Hey,
a elf, and a kitsune.
A kobold with +8 diplomacy, thank you. She's quite
However,
skilled.
I didn't take part in any of the dragons.
That's fine, so you can take part in this. I'm not going. I don't care who goes in first. I'm not going in first.
Alright. Orthe slithers up the stairs and follows where the directions lead.
Great.
Ada will follow right behind her. In her mind, contemplating how cool it would be to just take the whole city. She could rule.
Big ambitions for a little creature.
She'll be big one day.
The guards, as he said, do open the door for you, and they gesture you in. As you enter the main corridor, it is magnificent. Tall pillars that lead to the ceiling. The ceiling is about 20 feet tall. There's rows and rows of these pillars, but the center area where you're walking through is empty. There are stone chairs on both sides. The floor itself is marble with a checker pattern. You see guards standing at almost about every 20 feet. There's a guard posted on each side. As you go straight forward, you do see another set of stairs that slightly slope up into another pair of big doors with 2 guards on the side waiting for you. As you're going through, you get to the middle area of the town, or of the corridor, and you see that splits off to the left and right. It seems like they curve around, but you can't see past the curve. You guys arrive at the main door, and the guards open up those doors for you and let you in. As you enter, it is a grand chamber, with a seat in the middle where the ruler sits, and around him you see multiple layers of different kinds of as you would call them, like opera seats, where like it's different like layers of like in the walls where people would stand, like talk and do their voting like in the Senate would. Think of like Star Wars, how they have like that big room with like all the chairs in it of different levels. Actually, I think it'd be probably closer to like how they had it in Secret of Nim, but yeah. The ruler is sitting there with his hand rested on his chin, stroking his chin, looking at you. This is what he looks like. This is Ruler Gix.
I want his crown.
He looks really young.
He seems to be middle, like 30s, about. He looks over at you. He looks over at you as you all walk in, and he goes, "I see you were able to make it safely here. I'm glad there was no trouble along the way. I appreciate you all for taking care of that beast under one of our more prominent fishing cities. We, the city of Asolum and all of the island, greatly appreciate your help with this. A dragon would be a nightmare for us. With that being said, we would like to grant you honorary knighthood to Absolum, which would grant you many benefits. So if you would please come up to me one by one." He motions for you to come to him, and he draws a sword.
Orphe slithers up, and at his feet she bows a little bit.
False valor.
What?
I said false valor because she didn't do anything. She wasn't there to fight the dragon.
Oh.
He goes, "And with this, you are now officially a knight of Absolum. Thank you for your service."
He twitches and refuses to go up there. She backs up closer to Muriel, giving her a look like, I'm not bowing before a human king.
You don't have to bow. You're too
Yeah,
small.
you don't have to bow.
I don't want to be knighted. How ridiculous does that sound?
I'm just picturing a really big helmet over your tiny head.
I
Hey,
mean, it
you'll be a
is
dragon knight.
status. Yeah, it's a status thing. People will treat you with higher respect.
Nah, no one's gonna treat me with any more respect.
But you're a dragon knight. Doesn't that sound cool?
No, dragons eat knights. That sounds weird.
Or you could be a dragon knight.
She pauses for a minute. debates on the merits of wait. So I could be a knight that protects dragons?
Yeah.
That is not very convincing. She's gonna wait for Muriel. Let her do it first.
I will walk up there, but
As
she's
you
gonna
walk up,
stand. She's not gonna kneel or anything.
okay, as you walk up to him and he looks over, he waits to see if you do bow, like not bow, but kneel. He's like, kneeling's more of the gesture. You don't have to do it. That's fine. And he puts a sword on your shoulders and says, "With this, you are now a knight of Absalom." That's it. With that one.
Just gonna walk back down.
Who's next?
Setsu is gonna walk up, kind of awkwardly up to the king. Her eyes kind of dart around. She looks a little tense, a little unsure what to do. She doesn't bow. She just kind of stands there.
Look at Sune. You don't see many of those here. And he puts he puts the knife on your, or the sword on your shoulders, and with this, you are a knight of Absalom.
Thanks. And she quietly just reverts back down the stairs or back to the group.
He puts the sword on the ground, not on the ground, but like he places like the point to the ground and leans on it, waiting for the kobold to come up. Whenever you are ready, little one.
Hey. Might be the king, but I'm no little one. Also, I don't really trust your sword anywhere near my neck. You need that? Is that just for show too? If they don't have to kneel, I don't have to do that or the sword, right? You can just bestow me this little title thing and I can move on.
Unfortunately,
I don't really think there's a title needed for murdering a baby dragon.
Unfortunately, it's part of the custom. I need to do the action to verify it under everyone's watch. As he says this, you do look around and you see people in the stands, essentially watching this happen. Of different.
Winks her eyes and gives him a look. She slowly inches forward, dragging her tail. I've got my eye on you, King.
It's okay. It's Doug. I'm more of a caster, anyways. And he taps your shoulders. You are now knighted.
We'll see each other again.
He puts the sword away. He puts the sword away and sits down back into the throne. And with that, you have all been knighted. He knighted coffee between one of those as well. With that, you've all been knighted. I thank you so much for your work. This grants you this status will grant you access to many things. It will grant you access to everything. Keep that in mind. Private citizens will not need to appear to you, but they will more likely respect you. You are not a lord or anything of that nature, but you do have more respect among the common people, and you will have more respect among many of the guards and or lords of the area because of being knighted. I have had instances of people who have been knighted expecting more than what they expecting higher of their office than they are. So do keep that in mind. And try not to overstep. Just because you are knighted, you'll not be immune to punishment. Keep that in mind as well. You'll be more resistant to it, shall I say. You might get off a little bit if you do something minor, but we cannot. This will not save you from doing something more heinous per se. The city is massive, but so is our guards. And we take crimes very seriously here. It's minor things like maybe petty theft, or if you were like starving or something, it's a different story. We do not punish those too harshly who do that. They might just spend a night. That being said, you are now more than welcome into Absalom in all neighboring areas. Free. We will be handing you these emblems as status symbols to show that you have this knighthood. Once again, it does not give you everything, but it will give you a lot. So please enjoy your time in Absalom. It's a wonderful city, and there's many things to offer here.
Mario's gonna pin the emblem to her hat.
That's fine. The emblem is just a tiny version of this. How can I say this as I don't have it downloaded yet? One second. I'm gonna like slip into this accent permanently one day, I swear.
He just watches Muriel put it on, throws hers in her little treasure bag with the random scales and things. Shouldn't have to wear it, right?
Not to wear it now. It's not like a necessary thing to require. It looks like this. It looks like a small symbol like that. And on it, it says, engraved on it, which is not on that one you see personally, but engraved on it, you do see knighted.
Meryl's just gonna use it so people leave her the fuck alone.
That is completely applicable. As he's sitting in his throne, he does he looks over at the council around him, looking around as well as everyone, as you all look around as well. You do see something that is interesting. You didn't think you would see in the upper back part of the Senate itself. You see what appears to be a large lizard-like entity sitting there looking over, gold scaled.
His eyes light up.
I will say something you do notice about this place when you did walk in, and you're kind of just happy to see that this isn't the case here, considering how much some places do use it as an export. You did not see any sort of slave market or anything like that in this area, which is shocking. You would expect the place more or less based on commerce and commerce like that. They would have some sort of indentureship or something like that.
So
especially when
suspicious.
Not so much that it's suspicious, it just seems strange for a market capital to be clean.
Sus.
You do wonder why that's the case, but in the back of your head, you're more than happy to learn that this is the case. That being said, with this being all settled and cleared up, you are all now in the city of Absalom. This is a great place to end the night for this session. It is 4 a.m. It is typically the wrap-up time. So, I hope you guys enjoyed tonight.
It was fun.
Yeah. I'm so happy to be back.
Yeah, us too. Happy to have you back.
I hope coffee feels better next time.
Me too. That sucks. I hope her flu goes down. Yeah, no, I'm happy with everything goes. I will try to have more things ready ahead of time next time, but for the most part, everything kind of concluded pretty well. You guys are now official Knights of Ipsolum. That might grant you some access to some stuff that you guys want to address in the city. Till next time, I suppose.
No.
Good.